Hi guys, MetsaHauka here. So this is going to be another one of my stone videos, or crystal videos, and this is going to be on cleansing stones, because to me that is extremely important. It's one of the most important things you can do. There's millions of ways to do this. I'm going to show you my favorite ways. They're also easier. It doesn't require a ton of stuff, so it doesn't cost a lot of money or no money at all. So the first one, which is the one I use, is you take your stones and you put them in a bowl and you fill it up with brown rice. You take a whole bunch of stones, and they don't have to be they don't have to have the same properties, they don't have to be the same color, they don't have to, none of that, just whatever stones you need to cleanse. And so you cover them in brown rice, and people will tell you you only need to do this for a couple minutes. Some people will tell you need to do it overnight, some people tell you 24 hours, some people tell you a week to 2 weeks. I say whatever feels right for you. So depending, I actually do 2 cleansing things when doing a ritual. I will put them in a bowl of rice, brown rice. That's the method I usually use. And I'll let them sit for 24 hours. And then after that, I will do the next method as well, which is also a method of charging, depending on what you're using it for. And this is leaving it out in the moonlight. You can either put it outside or put it in a windowsill where the moonlight shines through, which is what I usually do. But yeah, so you place it under the full moon or under the moonlight overnight. So yes, and be careful, because some stones you really want to be careful, especially amethyst. Okay, this is an amethyst cluster I have. These, if you leave them out in sunlight too long, their color will fade. So you can also cleanse them with the sunlight, but like I said, be careful, because some of those stones will lose their color. Now, another way to cleanse them, which is another thing you really want to be careful of, which is why I don't use it, is you can run them through water. Some of them disintegrate in water. Trying to think of some examples. I can't think of any examples off the top of my head, but I know some will disintegrate in water or have a reaction to the water, so be very careful with those. Which is another reason you need to do a lot of research on your stones when you get them. But of course, most stones that you find out in nature, that won't happen to them, so you're fine running them through water. And then there's 2 more ways that I know of personally. Well, actually 3. One is very common as well, is you use sea salt. Another thing, when you use the brown rice, people will tell you to throw it out. I do not throw it in the garbage. I throw it outside, like scatter it outside, right? It works as an offering too, and it's better for the environment and everything. So I throw it outside when I'm done with it. And then the sea salt one, I was gonna use that, but I don't want to cover it in sea salt and then just throw it all outside, because sea salt is usually more expensive than brown rice is, and you can't buy it in large quantities. So I use brown rice, because you can get the huge boxes of brown rice and use those. So I use that method. And so you just do the same thing with the brown rice, except with salt. People tell you have to throw it out after you're done. Some people will tell you don't have to, and you can reuse it. Just depends on who you ask. Whatever feels right for you is what I will generally tell people. So, you can also do that with herbs. Now, when you're using the herbs, I would probably throw them outside when I'm done. That's just something I think makes sense, rather than using it for incense or making potions or something like that. That's just something that I would do, and this is something I just learned about today. I've never even heard of somebody doing that before. So if you do it, I mean, yeah, it works, but I've never heard of anybody doing that before. So anyways, so the last one is burying it in the earth. And then, of course, this is something that I don't really think many people do. You just dig a hole in the dirt, big enough to fit the stones in, cover it up, put a popsicle stick or a marker or something there so you know where it is. And then once you feel that they've been sitting in the earth long enough, you dig them up. So, because the earth neutralizes energies. So, yes. So that is the way you would cleanse your stones. Those are several ways that you can cleanse your stones. And so, anybody who has other ideas and would like to share them with the public, place them in the comments below. So, thanks for watching, everybody, and blessed be. Bye, guys.